So we have another big movie coming out for theaters, which I think is healthy. This is really helping the movie theater industry when we have regular big blockbusters coming out every other weekend. This helps bring them back to life. I really enjoy going to the movie theaters. It's becoming a little bit more expensive, but it's still something relatively somewhat cheap as long as you're not taking a huge family. If it's just you and like one other person, it's not that bad. But with everything going on in the economy, that could change quickly. I'd like theaters to stick around. This is why movies like Top Gun Maverick doing good. Something that's not a comic book movie is, in my opinion, a good thing. So Jurassic World Dominion, that's the big movie right now. It's doing pretty good. Made $18 million for Thursday night previews, which is pretty good. That's up there with like Top Gun Maverick, I think. Top Gun Maverick pulled in $19 million on preview day. So it's on a trajectory of pulling in that kind of same box office, which was $126 million. And then for the long weekend, because they had Memorial Day, it was $160 million. And then that movie has went on to make a ton of money. I think it's like 600 million, something like that, which is pretty impressive. Top Gun Maverick's an amazing movie, by the way. That's probably one of the better movies I've seen this year. Really enjoyed Top Gun Maverick. Fun movie, not woke, which I think is a big thing. Whether or not this movie can compete with Top Gun Maverick, that's going to depend on the quality of this movie. And it looks like critics just aren't really happy with it. I went and checked out Rotten Tomatoes. 33% rotten already. And then you've got 79% audience score. So audiences seem to like it, but critics hate it. I almost wonder if this has anything to do with Chris Pratt, because like we've talked about before on this channel several times, the critics do not like Chris Pratt. In fact, they hate him. Like most of the people on social media, they just don't like him because of who he is. If you're curious about that, check out the videos I've made talking about him. They're always going after him for stupid reasons. It's disgusting. Literally, the guy coughs and sneezes the wrong direction. Everyone comes after him. An engine fell off a plane one time, and that was a reason to try to cancel Chris Pratt. It's ridiculous. So a lot of critics just don't like this movie. You even got the Daily Mail talking about it. It's not so much a movie. It's an extinction-level event. Critics absolutely pan awful Jurassic World Dominion as it scores just 37% on Rotten Tomatoes. Movie critics around the country have panned the latest Jurassic World film that brings an end to a nearly 30-year franchise. Jurassic World Dominion follows the events of its predecessors, with dinosaurs now roaming free around the world. It brings back the original trilogy stars who are investigating genetically altered locusts that destroy the planet's crops. These characters eventually meet up with new characters. Film clocks around 27 minutes, or 2 hours and 27 minutes, and is just a 37% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics say it relies too much on action and a convoluted story that the dinosaurs play a secondary role in, and it never develops its own identity. How can it? It's an action movie, though. What's wrong with it having too much action? That's something that I question. But here we go. I mean, you've got the Daily Mail talking about this. You got a lot of critics not liking this. I really do wonder if this is just because Chris Pratt. I'm surprised Chris Pratt hasn't trended all day on Twitter, because anytime this man has something to happen, they want to destroy his life. We could take a look at some of the scores, though. With Jurassic World Dominion, it's clear. Colin Trevorrow is the worst thing that's happened to dinosaurs since that asteroid knocked them all into the past. The kid in us that even the kid in us knows that even in a pokey, predictable sequel like this one, you still stick around for the scary parts with the stampeding dinosaurs, but the wonder and awe of the Spielberg original have gone poof. Watching Jurassic World Dominion, you might find yourself starting to feel a little sorry for the people who made Jurassic World Dominion. So this is a soulless, cheap, and exploitive dinosaur-sized disaster that detours so far into left field from what Steven Spielberg invented in 1993, it almost tarnishes the entire brand. So, critics don't seem to care for this movie. They don't care for it. And this happens quite a bit, especially with a big blockbuster like this. I do agree with one thing, though. This movie's just another movie dangling the member-berry keys. I mean, that's why they're bringing back the original characters. Like, oh, you remember these guys? Remember Jeff Goldblum? Well, here they are. They're in this movie now. I do agree with that. And I think that that's a fair criticism. That's a lot of Hollywood nowadays is member berries. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But here's what the actual people are saying. It was a good movie, and I love the interactions with the original cast. Love the action. Great to see the previous characters join the cast. Love the trio back. Love the trio back together with the new cast. This is how you end a trilogy. This is people trashing the 3D. Solid ending to the Jurassic saga of films. Good fun. Full of action and nice showing storyline. It's great to see all people that made this a great series. I liked the new people, but it's sad to think that this is the last one. This person says it felt very cheesy and anticlimactic. It was not really about the dinosaurs. So some of these people agree with the critics. And these are the verified users. So I think this is people that have actually seen the movie. It's a lot of work to verify you've seen the movie. I think you have to upload your ticket stubs or something. I don't know how this works. I really enjoyed seeing the original actors in this film. 100% nostalgia. Had a lot of fun with this one. Some silliness with the plot, but the dinosaurs and the OG cast more than made up for it. Might be my favorite of the World trilogy. This movie was the best in the franchise with a great merger of Jurassic World and Jurassic Park. The story was very easy to follow for those who have been watching and keeping up with it. I loved all the dinos we got to see, and I enjoyed how everyone got the ending they deserved, the good and the bad. This movie is by far the best of the 3 Jurassic Worlds. The plot was all over the place. I feel like they did not spend enough time solidifying a solid idea into a good storyline. It felt like they took 5 ideas in the writing room and just threw them all together. Other than that, it was a good movie. So most people seem to enjoy it. This is another case, honestly, of just critics and audiences not agreeing. I guess we'll see how this score ends up over the weekend. That's what I'm curious about seeing. It's only been one day, and this could change over the next couple of days. I don't expect the critics' score to go up. I think that will likely stay low. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.